Your Honor, a 17-year-old girl should not know the feeling of getting stabbed. Your Honor, I should not have to remember the feeling of my body being inflicted with a knife over and over again.
Thankfully, Madison Shemitz survived that attack by her ex-boyfriend. Now Spencer Pearson has learned his punishment for nearly killing Shemitz, wounding her mother, and a Good Samaritan.
I'm here before you today to take responsibility for my actions of June 3rd, 2023. And most importantly, I'm here to express my sincerest apology to Madison, Ms. Roger, Mr. Armstrong.
I have the emotional sentencing and why the story isn't over. Welcome to Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Madison Shemitz was nearly killed in June of 2023 when her ex-boyfriend, Spencer Pearson, attacked her with a knife at a restaurant in Ponte Vedra, Florida. Her mother, Jackie Rogue, was also injured trying to save her daughter, and a man named Kennedy Armstrong stopped the attack. The case is absolutely terrifying, and now Spencer Pearson has learned his punishment for the crimes. You'll hear from him, and more importantly, you'll hear from Madison Shemitz later. But first, a recap of how we got to this point. Madison was a 16-year-old girl who had dated Spencer for a relatively short amount of time, about 6 months. Spencer was a star football player and couldn't handle being told no, that the relationship was over. It was a sunny day when Madison and her mom went to Mr. Chubby's Wings for lunch. Spencer Pearson showed up and attacked Madison, stabbing her 15 times. Her mom tried to fight off Pearson. Kennedy Armstrong intervened. The body camera footage of the aftermath from the St. Johns County Sheriff's Office is chilling. The EMTs and the deputies found an awful scene. There was a man laying on the ground wounded, and he's being treated for stab wounds.
What is wrong with you?
Hey, stay away. Yeah, there you go. Release. This guy tackled. Give me that third rescue kit. All three are currently alive. I'm unresponsive. Hurt from one stab in the chest. I had stab in the head.
One deputy reported that one of the victims was stabbed in the chest. An EMT worked desperately to save a man who's laying on the ground wounded.
I need our crank kit from our airway bag. Can you get our airway bag for us?
Airway bag.
I need airway bag.
Oh, he's got it.
That man who was wounded is Spencer Pearson. Pearson had tried to cut his own throat, and he is the suspect in this case who attacked Madison Shemitz and her mom.
Who was actually cutting himself? Was it this guy or?
Yes,
This guy, he's a bad
The
guy.
guy in the pink saved them. He ran from across the parking lot and tackled them and got them apart.
We parked. When I walked up, he was laying here cutting his head. So
Well, don't step on this.
I was like,
my microphone been off this whole time. Nigga, basically what I was saying is, it's plenty of women in the sea, bro. Don't be going crazy. Don't be crashing out over these women, bro. She tell you no, go on to the next. Find somebody else that's fit for you, bro. Find you your queen king. No, I'm tweeting. But look, bro. More of the story is, don't be crashing out over these women, bro. Don't be crashing out. You worse than Kendrick. At least he crashing out for the music. You crashing out for the women.
dude, so just got on top of him, but he had somebody.
This nigga really was stabbing himself in the head.
Madison's mother had tried to stop Spencer Pearson, and as you just heard, a man in a pink shirt, Kennedy Armstrong, was hurt as he tried to stop Pearson.
My husband's the one that got it away from him.
He was cutting his neck.
He was cutting his neck, and my husband stopped him.
He was like,
That nigga said demons like young boy said.
Just wanted to make sure you knew that.
Thank you, appreciate it. I want to hold on.
Deputies gathered as much information as they could, interviewing a server who spoke with Madison's mom right before the attack.
Hey, wow. Him right here, he like, I ain't never seen nothing like this. I know they be saying we got Florida man. This might be Florida man for real. This nigga crazy. We pulled up to the scene. I had to take my glasses off and unfog him. This nigga just stabbing himself in the neck. We tried to stop him, but we couldn't stop him. We call him White Rooms. He need a straight jacket ASAP. He don't need nobody in that room with him. He just need himself. That nigga lunatic. He Looney Tune for sure.
The mother pulled me outside and asked me if the kid was eating or if he was just there by himself. And I was like, well, he's eating. And And she was like, oh, okay. And I was like, is everything all right? And she said that they had, just some kid stuff going on. They had broken up.
Deputies also interviewed witnesses,
stabbed
including
because
the
they
people who
broke up?
stopped Spencer Pearson.
He don't know how to get no highs.
Love you, brother. So
He burnt out.
what the f happened?
I just backed my truck in, got off of work, and I see the guy on top of that girl right there.
Okay.
I saw that, and I heard yelling. I ran over and knocked him off, and I guess when I knocked him off, sliced me. Crazy.
Where's your wallet at?
I gave
Yo, Chad, y'all ever seen like a couple outside arguing? It's like a frantic type of argue. Like, you gotta check your own safety. Like, am I gonna be alright out here while they arguing like this? Cause that don't seem too safe for me. You ever be like wanting to stop that, just in case like he might go crazy? He might like soccer or something. Nigga might sweet chin music or something. You be like, damn, if okay. I be wanting to stop the type of situations, but niggas be crazy. You see he stabbing himself in the neck cause she said she wanna just split up. This nigga acting like he can't go get somebody else. Nah, he the true definition of burnt out. Don't be him. Don't be that nigga. Them Florida niggas wearing it wild out here.
him right there.
Who's got his wallet?
I've always stopped.
Yeah, I just need his wallet real quick. I just want to write everything down.
Bro, where
Kennedy
your shirt
Armstrong saved Madison's life.
Dan, you're a hero, man.
You are a hero. Like you.
Yeah, bro. You're my hero, brother.
I want to tell you about Upside. It's a free app that gets you cash back on to find out how much Madison later met gas. That's promo code CrimeFix for extra cash back. Madison later met Armstrong. A photo of that meeting was posted on her GoFundMe page.
Madison Victoria Shemmets.
And this past May, Madison walked onto the stage at Ponte Vedra High School to thunderous applause where she collected her high school diploma. Then in July, Spencer Pearson pleaded guilty to 2 counts of first-degree attempted murder and 1 count of aggravated battery causing serious bodily injury. Now to the sentencing hearing. Spencer Pearson's attorneys argued that he was
tweaking. Hey, y'all saw the Menendez brothers documentary? Don't he look like the brother that had on a fake wig? That nigga look just like him. You think he in jail hiding the milks in his toilet bowl? He might be. Yeah. This nigga tweaked out. He on them pills or something, bro. Like, come on, bro. That's Florida activities for you. Bro, y'all know it's crazy. I be saying to myself, bro, I would love to go get me like a little condo out in Florida. A nice little view of the city. Nice view of the ocean. You bring the highs in there, they gonna be like, oh my God, he got money. Like, nah, shot it. This is just for the look. Nah, y'all Florida niggas too crazy. I go down there, I see somebody stabbing himself in the neck because he done lost his girl. I'm coming back to Greenville.
suffering from depression as they asked the judge to give him less time than a life sentence. Spencer Pearson's father, Daniel, testified and apologized to Madison, her mother, and Kennedy Armstrong.
This nigga just needs to be put away. Address the victims. Madison, Jackie, Kennedy. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry this happened to you. Madison, you were always so sweet. Coming over, you were...
I ain't gonna lie. I know I said I wouldn't, like, if it's a couple out there arguing, I wouldn't help them, but, bro, if I see you trying to stab her, bro, I might gotta pull up or something. I don't know how we gonna do this, though, because, like, if I try to sneak attack you, you might stab me. Now I'm out here bleeding, stab wounds to the body, knife in my head, in my neck, in my arm. Hopefully you ain't stab my balls or something, bro. I don't know. You a lunatic. You crazy. You deranged. So, like, I just want to know, gang, was it worth it? Because y'all ended up breaking up anyways. Like, was it worth it? Now this nigga, bro, they put that honey bun on your bed, you better not eat that honey bun. You know what that means if they put that honey bun on your bed? Y'all niggas better stay away from them honey buns in jail.
Such a beautiful person to be
Look,
around.
Timmy gonna get it.
You were so good to our family. I'm sorry this happened to you. I think about you every day. I pray for you every day. You're a sweet soul. You're a beautiful person. I know that. I'm sorry. Jackie, I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I know you've had to go through a world of hurt. And just dealing with all of this. I'm sorry. I pray for you to have peace. And
I don't know if I would have peace after. I wouldn't want to date nobody after this.
And I just can't say I'm sorry enough. Y'all don't deserve this. Kennedy, thank you. Thank you for saving multiple lives. You are a hero.
Daniel Pearson was asked about his concerns regarding his son's mental health and whether he sought help for him.
And so
Oh, that's his dad.
Prior to that here tomorrow.
He ain't even messing with the son. He like, yeah, that nigga, we gonna leave him where he at. That nigga was always kind of a little strange and
He had never
deranged.
seen a psychologist or a licensed mental health counselor for any reason?
No.
You said, though, he'd been struggling with anxiety and issues. I believe y'all have reported as young as...
Bro, I'm not gonna lie. Just because you struggle with anxiety, nigga, I got anxiety. I hate being around people. Like, bro, my anxiety just shoot through the roof when I'm around people. But I learned how to deal with it. It don't make me go crazy on the range. I don't want to stab nobody. And especially if a girl tell me, nah, we breaking up, I don't even care. I ain't gonna say I don't care. If we got a long lasting relationship going on and we just so happen to break up, it just wasn't meant to be. It's time to move on to the next. Honestly, I'm gonna take that time to focus on myself and figure out what I need to do for the next relationship, if it's gonna be a next relationship. But see how I just said that? I was calculated with that. This nigga just went to stabbing niggas. Oh, because one girl told you no. And bro, you fresh out of high school. If you go to college, highs everywhere. Frat parties. Beer pong. Everywhere you go, they gonna be in there. Nigga, that relationship probably wasn't gonna last anyways. So why'd you stabbing her because she left you? You could have went to college and had a marvelous time. Instead, you going to the pokey, nigga. And you about to get a honey bun on your bed. And you ain't getting no type of commissary, nigga. Ain't nobody about to put no money on your books. They not even about to send you no letter. You doomed, bro. I tell you one thing, you better not eat that honey bun. And keep him away from Shanks.
His elementary school, correct?
Well, we saw anxiety there, but it was nothing that held him back. He still did well in school. He, I guess I would say it just wasn't crippling to him.
The Pearsons also said Spencer had suffered a number of hits while playing high school football that may have impacted him negatively, but prosecutors questioned that assertion.
I ain't check on
You
that.
testified earlier that, I mean, I understand you said it was an estimation of 10,000 hits, but those are hits. It's fair to say not all to his head hits on the field, correct?
Well, I think it would be safe to say that they were hits to the head based on his position. He was playing defensive line for almost his entire football time frame.
And so when you talk about this, you're just estimating based on games and practices per game. And so that's similar to any, at least I think it's fair to say, similar to any football player in his position.
Correct.
The man who saved Madison's life, Kennedy Armstrong, spoke about the trauma.
I will say after watching the Aaron Hernandez show, bro, that last episode, it sent chills through my body. Like, bro, that last episode had me scared to go to sleep. And like, I ain't the best mentally, but I ain't Aaron Hernandez mentally. Like, that was a scary sight right there. Bro, I feel like when it come to people with like brain injuries or whatever the case may be, especially if you peeping it, go get them checked, man. Cause if not watching, if watching that Aaron Hernandez doc, then like just make me have sympathy for like people that's on the field. I probably had sympathy before that. I remember I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and the football player came on there, and he was basically saying, once you damage goods to football, the NFL don't want you, bro. You kind of like a lost waste to them, which is sad because, like, imagine if I'm going through something mentally from just taking, like, hit after hit after hit after hit, and these head hits. Imagine if I got a brain injury like CTE or something in that effect, and y'all niggas don't even care to check. It's just like even on the Aaron Hernandez doc, his coach, they asked him after his death, they was like, you didn't see like him lashing out or acting crazy and wild? He was like, I'm not a doctor, I don't know what's going on. Nigga clearly don't care about his players, he care about the money. And that's messed up, bro. I'm out here risking my life. I'm really killing myself because I'm giving myself brain injury to score on your field that you don't care about. You just here for the glitz and glamour. And then, like, bro, if you watch it, this nigga was showing, like, he'll be raging. He'll be, like, raging, especially after the first dude he attempted to kill. That nigga was in the locker room tweaking. Me as your coach, even the owner of the team, he didn't care. Bro, I gotta at least sit you down and be like, bro, are you alright? Them niggas just on the sideline like, yeah, get angry. Get angrier. Take that out on the field. Whole time, this nigga is mentally going through it. Nigga, that ain't cool.
That he suffered from this attack.
This guy could not handle a breakup and proceeded to plan the murder of Madison. His actions tended to leave the family grieving while he took the cowardly way out. A man who could not handle a breakup decided to take the time to stalk, stab, and try to kill.
He for sure a coward though.
Doing so impacted many lives, families, friends, and those in our community. Laying in the trauma of one unit Shands on the night of June 3rd, 2023 left me with many thoughts. First being, are those women alive? Second being, why did this happen? Third, will my hand ever work again? I had my hand essentially cut in half, skin flapping, seeing your own bones, along with your own blood spewing from a severed artery was something most can't imagine. I had to control and monitor every single breath to ensure I wasn't losing any more blood than I already had, all while separating myself to make sure our amazing first responders got to Madison and Miss Jackie first. God bless the first responders. Laying in the trauma unit that night, all I was praying for was the help of Madison and Miss Jackie. After 9 hours of being in the main trauma unit, I finally got my own room. I thought that would bring a chance to sleep, however, that did not. I kept praying for the woman, and at the time I did not know, and also refusing to close my eyes because every time I did, I saw the stabbings again, including the cowardly act he did to himself.
And then it was time for Madison Shemitz to speak. With the help of a deputy, Madison walked to the witness stand to confront the man who nearly took her life.
Before I begin, I'd like to preface the statement by explaining just how incredibly difficult this is. To not only set my pride aside, but to vulnerably open up in front of this courtroom, the defendant and his family, is difficult. I say this because throughout this process, I've carried myself with grace, and truthfully, I have not...
To the young dudes that's watching this, I'm gonna give y'all some life advice, bro. If she say no, let's move on to the next. Don't get angry, don't get mad. Cause, like, honestly, if she don't want you, I don't think you want to, like, give it your all to keep her around. She already don't want you. Like, ain't no telling what's gonna come out of that. If it make you angry that she don't want you, on top of that, I don't know if you should be dating at all, bruh. Me personally, I just don't date because I'm working on myself, like on some personal type stuff, and I'm just more locked in with this and work and other situations in life. But if you feel like you can't handle the pressure of like being in a relationship with somebody and they break up with you, bro, I don't think you was meant for that relationship anyways. Cause like, bro, that one notion like determine if you gonna rage out or not. That ain't even worth. That's really not worth you raging out on. You know how many of hers is gonna be, and you in high school at that, bro. You really know how many of hers is? It ain't gonna be no more hers after this. You on the news. You on Crime Fix. You was stabbing yourself at that, bruh. I don't know who gonna deal with that. Hell no. Like, it's cooked for you, bro.
Opened up in front of others the way I'm about to. I say I'm setting my pride aside because truthfully, I do not believe the defendant nor his family deserve to hear any of the negative ways this experience has impacted me, let alone get to hear all of the positive things I've done after it.
Madison Shemitz then described how the brief relationship she had with Spencer Pearson impacted her so negatively.
Throughout the barely 6 months I was in a relationship with him, I had felt stripped of everything I knew I truly deserved. I knew not only did I not feel happy, I felt suffocated, trapped, manipulated, and controlled. I knew that the relationship was giving me far less than what I deserved. As someone who truly takes pride in the human they know they are, I knew I had every right to put myself first and leave the relationship.
Madison went on to describe how she felt fear ending the relationship with Spencer Pearson.
Not even 24 hours after
See,
the breakup.
chat, that's why I said when it comes to dating people, you can't just be out here settling. Just because you're single, you might be lonely, bro. You'll find somebody eventually. Honestly, you stop looking, they will probably find you. It might take a little minute, but I don't know. You might need to go figure yourself out and figure out what you... I say this to a lot of people too. Like, I don't know why I be saying that, but I be saying it. Like, bro, I feel like this with anybody in life. Adult, kids, teenagers. I really don't care. Elder, I don't care. Like, I feel like before you get into a relationship, you should really dig deep into who you are as a person. That way your understanding of what you want and what you don't want. That way, like, if you is in compromising situations while you dating somebody, you know they probably crazy and deranged, like how she's saying right now. You don't have to put yourself through that because, bro, like, I don't know what amount of love gonna make you want to go through that, but, like, nah, bro. You ain't gotta put yourself through hell just to have somebody in your corner. And are they really, you gotta ask yourself too, is this person really in my corner if they doing that? Like, you willing to stab me because I said let's break up? We could possibly get back together in the future. We don't know what this holds. Not to mention we just graduated too. Nigga, chill. We not going nowhere. Y'all going far away from each other now after this, but it could have been we not going nowhere. Instead, bro, you choose to be crazy and deranged. Now look at you, apologizing and taking accountability for being crazy and deranged, my nigga. That nigga needs something. I don't know. He might need a sleep pill or something. I don't know.
The stalking began. As I innocently sat in a Davis Park parking lot with a few friends after a softball game, the defendant decided to show up. Not only did he show up uninvited, he showed up unannounced and unwarranted.
Then Madison Shemitz recalled what happened that day at Mr. Chubby's Wings.
June 3rd, 2023 was without a doubt the absolute worst, most traumatic day of my life, and I remember every single second of it. After going back and forth on what to do, we paid our check and decided to leave the restaurant. At 4:28, myself, my mom, my friend, and her mom all stood up and walked out. Never in a
he
million
did that
years
in front of her
I
mom, dude? Damn.
I remember walking to the parking lot, texting a friend back, and taking a picture of the defendant's truck. I did this knowing I had to continue to keep track of the defendant's behaviors and appearances for the restraining order we were in the process of trying to obtain.
She was trying to get a restraining order?
Oh my gosh,
this nigga
Knowing
was
my
crazy
mother, I could
for
hear her
real.
fear. I could hear that whatever was happening was not good. This was when, at 4:30 p.m. on June 3rd, 2023, I turned around and saw the defendant running towards me faster than I had ever seen him run before. Not knowing what was coming next, I turned and attempted to go in the opposite direction. This was when the defendant had grabbed me. I hit the ground and began feeling the attack. I remember being on my hands and knees, begging for the defendant to get off me, with my screams slowly becoming more and more silent. I remember staring at the ground, my thoughts being muffled by my mother's constant scream. The scream that had first alarmed me did not stop throughout the entirety of the attack, and frankly, I can still hear it to this day.
Madison Shemitz spoke for 40 minutes about fighting to survive this attack, how she prayed that she would live. She was paralyzed and then spent months and months in physical therapy, and she still suffers from PTSD. But she graduated from high school and is now in college.
Your Honor, I could talk for hours on end about the way that the defendant has negatively impacted each of our lives, but I think after each of these impact statements, it is apparent, it is real, it is constant, and it is daily. Every day is a reminder of the trauma we all endured on June 3rd, 2023. Every day I'm affected by the physical and mental impacts of the defendant's actions, and every day is a reminder of just how cruel, monstrous, and evil the defendant truly is. There is no excuse for his actions. There will never be an excuse. On that day, the defendant chose to try and take my life. He chose to try and take my mother's life, and he chose to severely harm a good and innocent stranger. Your Honor, I can confidently say I am one of the least deserving human beings to have to go through what I have been forced to go through. Your Honor, this is something I will have to deal with for the rest of my life, something I should never have to deal with, and something the defendant should never have the opportunity to do again. Your Honor, on June 3rd, 2023, I was given my own life sentence by the defendant, and I plead with you that the defendant receives the same justified sentence and deserved punishment. Thank you.
Spencer Pearson made a plea for mercy, apologizing to Madison, her mom, and Kennedy
we might
Armstrong.
gotta do some more crime fixes, chat. Bro, chat, am I tweaking? This nigga really look like the brother from the Menendez brothers. The one with the wig. He drinking that milk up in jail, bro.
My actions of June 3rd, 2023.
This nigga look a little crazy too, I'm not gonna lie.
I'm here to express my sincerest apology to Madison, Ms. Roger, Mr. Armstrong. I'm sure
Oh, that's his stab neck? I mean his stab wound?
It was also the worst day of mine and always will be. On this day, I hurt 3 innocent people. I think of my terrible crimes committed every second of every day. It's on my mind constantly, and this will never, ever change. I pray that Madison, Ms. Roger, and Mr. Armstrong look forward.
You cook, bro. You out here stabbing yourself in people. Yeah,
the negative effects
I don't want to see you no more.
I understand the anger and hatred they all have for me. I will never understand any negativity or ill will directed towards my family regarding this subject. They did not do this. I did. There are good people trying to do good in this world, not evil. My parents tried their absolute best to give me help with the limited knowledge and the limited time they had.
Chat. When I say take some time to get to know yourself, I don't mean just on a relationship wise. I mean like mentally, physically, and spiritually. Like, get to know yourself, bro. Like, for real, get to know yourself. Cause man, I don't know, if you're living with something dead deep and deranged with yourself, like, I don't even know how you can release something like that. Like, I don't know how you can get rid of something like that, cause I never deal with something like that. But I don't know, bro. You gotta make sure your mental clear, especially if you're trying to be in a relationship. You can't just be out here wilding. Imagine scaring your girlfriend for no reason, bro. She like, oh, this nigga crazy. I know I said I like crazy, but nah, this nigga, nah. This nigga wildin'. This nigga might be worse than the Penguin. Nigga, I finished watching the Penguin the other night. I ain't know he killed his own brother. That's sick. He killed his own brother for his mama love. And she knew that. And she kept loving this nigga.
They are completely devastated. And they want their son to get help more than anything. Your Honor, I try my best to live myself after what I've done, but I just don't know how. I need serious help, and I have for a long time. And I'm so sorry for what this has come to, and I'm so sorry for my actions.
In the end, the judge was not swayed by Spencer Pearson's words or the words of his parents or the psychologist who evaluated him.
That crime, the crime that was described and shown here today, and the result of that crime, and the impact of this crime that it has had on all 3 of the victims in this case, leads this court to the conclusion that any deviation below the guidelines is inappropriate. So I'm declining and denying the defendant's motion for downward departure.
Spencer Pearson sat at the defense table awaiting the judge's decision, seemingly resigned to his fate.
I have considered the mitigating circumstances that have been well presented by the defense in this case. Mr. Kuchergis, you have done an excellent job in representing your client and providing this court with mitigation.
That nigga looking around like, oh shit, oh look, wait. He said that. He said, nigga said my lawyer did what? An excellent job at representing me? That mean I'm going home, huh? I'm a free man. No, nigga, you still locked up, crazy man. It's still cooked for you, but you might not get that straight jacket. You gonna just get a sale by your solo dollar. No commissary still though. I wouldn't say you don't commissary, nigga. You better eat air.
And this court has carefully thought and weighed and considered your client's age, his lack of any prior criminal history, the fact that he was suffering from a depressive, clearly a depressive state of mind.
You should have went and got help.
At his age, you were sentenced to serve the remainder of your life in prison.
Spencer Pearson has been sentenced to life in prison. Madison Shemitz and her family are now suing Spencer Pearson's parents and the restaurant where she was eating when she was stabbed for $50 million. The suit claims Pearson's parents did not get him the help that he needed, and the restaurant failed to provide security to protect Madison and her mom, Jackie. And that's it for this episode of Crime Fix. I'm Anjanette Levy. Thanks so much for being with me. I'll see you back here next time.
You gonna stab me? I need my 50 mil, my brother. We might gotta do some more of these. I just became a fan of this. These crazy niggas out here. We're gonna subscribe.